Mining Raising Arizona's plot with hilarious results and, that one Bugs Bunny cartoon. The Wayans brothers, who split the Razzie for Worst Actor. Look, they go out and say that on the thing that you get from Netflix. And it's like, I guess you wanted it, so here you go. Just so you know, Razzie, it's like, oh, thanks for the warning. As if I didn't know. Hello from Orlando TV. This is King Cool. And welcome to the Toast Reviews. For those of you guys who watch regularly, I missed last week, so I drew out of the penalty box, and I drew out Little Man. Let's just get started. I don't think I'm going to have that much to say. And today on the show we have brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tarts. You know, I only do Pop-Tarts when I think I can go fast. Even though a lot of the times I don't. So here we go. Okay, so Little Man is about a tiny thief who, pretends to be a baby to try to get back into a house where he hid a diamond. A really comically, crazily big diamond that would be worth like several $1 million, I think. I mean, maybe it only looks that one in the tiny guy's hand, but... so he has to pretend to be a baby. And all the people in this movie, like, there's a part of this movie where you just really lose the momentum, where either the baby does something or they see something. It's like they take the baby to the doctor. It's like he's got a tattoo and an appendix scar, and he has bridge work. It's like, yeah, this should all just be raising a red flag, guys. It's like, but everyone's like, eh. Or like when he's playing peekaboo and he hits him on the head with a frying pan, goes down. He's like peekaboo, and then what? He doesn't put it together. Or the other thing is that, and he will deliberately do something improper, sort of like that, or he'll like grab a woman and be like, "Oh, hey, up, you know, oh, he wants to be fed, eh?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I want to be fed." You know, he didn't say that, but he's like, "Yeah, come on." And then someone else, I guess, Alex Borstein comes over and tries to breastfeed him, and I'm like, "What's wrong with Alex Borstein? Come on, what the hell? Don't be picky. You just got out of prison. What are you so picky for?" "Oh, that's not the exact kind of person I want." Yeah, I'll be pushing it. And it does these things, it's like, "Hey, do you want company in the bath?" Uh-oh, here comes Marlon Wayans. He's not the company you wanted. It does this over and over again, like 8 times in a row, to the point where you get real restless. But the thing is, like at the end, what happens is he's like, well, he never had a family, so he actually is like, when he does eventually recover the diamond and escape, and mobsters are heading to that house looking for the diamond, he's like, I gotta go back. I'm not letting them get killed by the mobsters. So that was kind of... I was like, okay, that's cute. I was like, you should have did this way earlier. And it's like, you know, you guys know the Bugs Bunny cartoon, where it does it. It's obviously an homage. And I wouldn't say rip-off, only because they take the... You know, the scene where he turns off the lights and then the kid starts beating up Bugs Bunny? They do that scene verbatim in this movie. And it's like, well, they did the same thing in Monsters, Inc. with him getting smashed by the machine. And I don't know if I liked it there either, but it's like, okay, if you're going to be that deliberate, you can't put... I don't think you'd be plagiarizing, because you can be so obvious about it. Those are getting there. Smoke. That's not good. Okay, those are too hot to eat. Welcome to the cool down reviews. Can I zoom in any closer? Yeah. But before I go, I want to just talk about one scene. Probably through Tracy Morgan's in this movie is his buddy, and he talks about like he's like, oh, it's in one of them diaper bags. So he grabs one of the bags, and he says, okay, well, I gotta bring it back to the boss. And that brings up a scene where I can finally say, you know, well, here we are, please put your hands together and welcome the inanimate players. Hang on. Okay, I got the thing, boss. Ooh, you have the thing. Well, give it to us. Okay, here it is. This is not the thing we were expecting. This is a thing full of gross things. Or groceries, or something gross. But, oh, if only I had checked it in my multiple opportunities to check it when I was coming here. Oh, I'm such a fool. Yes, you must get our thing, or else we're going to put you through the device that's bad over there. Oh no! Yeah, you know how people fail to check things. They did that in Moonraker, where but all of a sudden the office has become the laboratory is no longer a laboratory and is this elaborate office. And even then, M is like, look, I believe what Bond said about it, so there must really be something afoot here. Anyway, okay, what I haven't gotten to about this is that the criminal thing about this movie is that it's not funny. It just isn't. The main thing is okay, at one point, the lady who he wanted to breastfeed from, it's like, okay, oh, bye-bye. And he grabs him and kisses her, and they're all just sort of like, okay, I think your baby just tried to put its tongue in my mouth. And it's like, okay, if you guys aren't contextualizing this as a 40-year-old dwarf and a regular woman, this is utterly creepy and dismaying. That's the problem. I don't know. There's a reason it went into the penalty box, and it was not a case of mistaken identity. Am I still out of focus here? So I do see autofocus, but the autofocus makes noise. Hang on, here's the autofocus. Maybe it's working focus. Let me defocus it, then put on the autofocus. No, why? It's all going wrong. Oh no, I'm holding part of the Pop-Tart, I can't hold it. Hello? Autofocus. Screw this, I'm eating this. No. I'll go for watching. I'll get to Sideways, hopefully tomorrow. Well, it'll be up on Wednesday, whether or not I put this up on Monday or Tuesday. It's Monday that I'm shooting this. I'll go for watching. These are cool. Drive home safe. These are actually quite good when they're nice and toasty. After the toast and after the crunch, there's the crust. I don't have a crust graphic yet. I'll work on that. I didn't talk about the special effects in this movie, and I sort of want to. Not because they're bad, but because, I mean, considering what they're attempting to do, I am sort of willing to just forgive it, because it's like, okay, the main character has a special effect. It's like, yeah, we did this, 6 years ago to greater effect, as far as I can tell, with Ted, with his CGI. And it's like, can we actually make a character who's CGI who actually seems to belong in the environment? And this time it's like, well, can we superimpose a head on someone else's head? And it's like, all things considered, the effects are good. Even though most of the time you're just looking at it and you're just like, I'm looking at the seams, I'm looking at the things that, the way this is lit slightly different. But I think one of the problems is that they would occasionally shoot Marlon, like, his whole head in the frame of the camera, whereas that's going to replace a frame that was smaller, like as if he's just running across the screen or something. And I was just like, I think the effect would have come better if they had tried to zoom the camera around so that he matched the motion a little quicker. At least the size of his head should be on screen. As it is, when they shrink it down, I mean, I know that gives you more information, but then I think what it is that then I think you have to put, it doesn't look in place because it doesn't have the same frame feel as it, because it's shot so much bigger. I don't know. I mean, that's just what I was thinking. That might have been too much to ask for. That might not have been a priority. I don't know. But I felt like I should mention it just because other people are going to be like, why didn't you talk about the special effects? Like, I'm actually totally willing to be nice to the special effects because, they tried. It was 2006, people. I mean, it's, I don't know. Incidentally, do you guys know what, Oscar loser I'm not going to be able to get to because Sideways came cracked and I didn't have time to do the whatchamacallit at that point? Yep. This was an Oscar loser. Also, I figured out the autofocus. Hooray.